I remember. I remember everything.
Michael.
Hey, fellas.
Well, this is fun.
Get out of my head.
You don't mean that, Dean. Not really. You may lie to them, but deep down I know you. I am you. You only tolerate the angel because you think you owe him. Because he gripped you tight and raised you from perdition. Or whatever.
Sorry.
But since then,
Not time to laugh.
what has he done? Only made mistakes. One after the other. And Sam, oh Sam. You know, Dean was his happiest when you quit hunting. Leaving him with your dad. Just the two of them.
Why is he being such a dick?
Shut up!
You don't need them. You don't even like them. They're not your family. They're your responsibilities. They're a weight around your neck. And deep down, you wanted. You were desperate to get away from them. And that is why you said yes.
I said shut your damn mouth!
Wait, something's wrong. You're stalling. Am I?
Monsters! We're barely ahead of them. Where's Sam? We need to...
This way. Hurry, go.
What's going on?
They're trying to help Dean.
Tiger left on the front door. The rest of you guys get ready if they make it through. Yeah. You ready?
He's buying time. So his monsters can get to us and rescue him.
You think I need them to save me? Please.
Fine. You're so tough, why don't you snap your fingers and nuke us all?
Is that what you want?
Yeah, I do.
He can't. Because in here, we're all just mental projections. So in here, we're all the same.
So in here, you're all talk.
You think I need my powers? I destroy worlds. I crush you with my bare hands.
Prove it.
I mean, it ain't looking good. He is indeed proving it.
Is that...
It's them.
Okay, they
There you
can't.
go.
They won't be able to get through the door.
They won't have to.
They're already in.
Tiger shouldn't have gone in the woods alone. You should have locked the door.
He's gonna give away some of his soul. I just know it. Oh my. Dizzy days. Think, Jack, think. There we go. There we go. He did it. Freaking did it. He's give some of his soul up, hasn't he? Just get back,
You fellas
guys.
didn't think this out, did you? Even if
They
you
don't need
could
to fight
force
him in
me
here.
out, what do you think I'd leave behind? Hmm? You'd be nothing but blood and bone.
Then we don't kick him out. We keep him in.
I don't get that.
It'll hold. My mind, my rules. I got him.
Oh. So his mind
I'm
is
the
keeping
cage.
him in there. He's the cage! Oh!
We'll get the rest of this cleaned up.
Yeah.
What about the rest of Michael's monsters?
We're getting in reports. After you guys woke up, they all just went their separate ways. I guess Michael can't control them now.
Maggie, thank you. For everything.
It wasn't me. It's Jack. I didn't know he could still do that angel stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't either.
That magic burns off your soul.
He's having a stern telling off now by his dad.
You need your soul to stay alive.
They would have killed you.
I know. Look, I'm not mad at you. I've just seen firsthand what the absence of a soul does. And it's not just about you staying alive, Jack. It's about you staying you. You understand?
It won't happen again.
Okay.
It's just you. It's just you.
He's gotta concentrate to keep him in there. This is going to be even worse. They're going to have to find another way to end him. They can't keep him in Dean's mind like that.
Dean. So, not all good news. I did say I'd see you again soon.
You did. You did. I was worried about it.
Figured all that banging on the door in your head was enough.
Michael's all locked up.
Seems that way.
She's stunning.
Sam said that one of your Reapers really came through with the assist. I'm thinking that was probably you.
Don't tell anyone.
I thought so.
You broke the rules.
I took a calculated risk. I warned you about the dangers of jumping from world to world.
She did. She did.
But you ignored me, didn't you?
Rescuing Mom and Jack. Helping out those other folks. I'd say it was worth it.
And just look at you now. Do you remember visiting my reading room?
Vividly.
Upbeat classics.
Well, it's the funniest thing. But they've all been rewritten.
Because
they all end the same way now. With the Archangel Michael escaping your mind and using you as his vessel to burn down this world.
Oh my God.
All of them.
All of them.
Shit.
Except one.
How many chills does this show want to give me? I just can't. She's letting him read it. What does it say?
What am I supposed to do with this?
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
That's up to you.
It's not good news. It's not good news, is it? Please tell me what you're reading right now. Don't show those end titles. I just can't with this show. I need to know what it says. I need to know what that says. We're only 10 eps in. How many are in this season? Let me double check. There are 20. We're halfway through and we're already getting episodes like this. Like, this season is so good to me. Like, I'm enjoying this. And I need to know what that book says. I need to know what he read there. I know that it isn't good, but I just need to rip that band-aid off and find out what the one way he dies is, if it's not all of these Michael burning everything to the ground. Who'd have thought that alt Michael would be the one to do this. Like, every season, obviously, they have to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and the threats have to get larger every time. And then after they add Amara and that whole thing, I thought, well, how are they gonna get bigger than that? Because it's the only, like, closest thing to Chuck. And then this, obviously, Michael is the son of God, but this is like alt Michael as well. It's just, what a shit show. We're in a proper mess here now. Obviously, they fix it. There is another season after it, so I know that everything isn't burnt to the ground. I know that. But I cannot for the life of me think of how they're gonna get around it. They need another cage that isn't Dean's mind for a start. When I said go and grab a cage, I didn't mean in Dean Winchester's head. Like, I know he's the vessel, is the bloody sword, is the cage, like, I can't. This episode was amazing. There were parts of it where I was confused, probably 90% of the time, as you saw. But I like when we get the answers and I'm like, oh, right, okay, get that now. Next, you know, we're working through it. The Jack thing, I did know that he was going to end up giving up some of his soul to fight them. I get it. And like Jack said, it did save him. And if he didn't do that, we probably would have ended up in more of a mess. So I'm assuming Michael's grace is with him, locked within Dean's head cage thing. I just want Jack powerful. It was amazing to see him Hulk out again like that and save the day. Billy, I love her. I just love her. I think that she's amazing. And as much as she despises the whole Winchester thing, she just knows how much good and how much the world needs them. And it's just like one of them teacher moments where they love the naughty kids. They're praying that they'll get through to them and make them listen, but then they never do. They always rebel, and then they've got to cover for them in the hopes again that they'll get through to him. And maybe this will be that way. Probably not. But when she handed him that book, the chills that I felt. Like, I'm way too invested, guys. I'm just too invested in this show. Like, it just runs over me. And as soon as he started reading and I saw his expression, I was just like, I need to know what that is. I need to know what he's reading. The things that I loved, obviously I love everything, but Cas talking to Jack about how giving up his soul and burning some of his soul, how bad that is and how much of a negative impact it will have. And he knows that he's coming from the right places and he saved him and he's grateful for it and everything. Please don't do it again. And Jack, like, understood. I was like, please, Jack, please. I just know that there must be another way of getting Jack his gifts, not solely through Lily's magic. Surely that one little jar that shaman had wasn't the only bit of grace on the entire planet. I also want to talk about what Michael said about the whole Chuck thing, because that was huge news to me. And don't get me wrong, he could be lying. I don't know, because to me, he felt like he was lying about a lot of stuff. He was just tapping into fears, which reminds me of Lucifer, because I've watched an episode of Lucifer where Michael's gift is tapping into fears. So maybe it's a similar situation there, where Michael can hone in on those worries and those fears and just expand on them and make everyone go crazy. So he could have been doing that. But the way that he said it and delivered that whole spiel, like, I just bought it. It felt real. So Chuck is creating a bunch of worlds, like so many worlds. And when he's not happy with something or when he's bored of something, he's making another one. This is all what Michael's saying. So I think that probably isn't factual, but it doesn't negate the way that it's making Michael feel that's what's going on. Perhaps he's just making a bunch of worlds to learn rather than the whole bored thing and the fact that he doesn't care, because I don't believe that. Because why, if he didn't care, why would he keep going back to the Winchesters? Why would he keep bringing Castiel back? All of those things. If he didn't care, he wouldn't have done that. But obviously Michael hasn't seen those things, so to him it's just like he's bored and he's just making another. And it would explain why Chuck is just so busy, because it's not, I mean, obviously our whole world is a lot. Don't get me wrong, I mean, I'm struggling just with my little tiny world. But you would still think that he would show up a lot more. So it would make sense having so many alternative universes and worlds for God to work and control, etc. So like, I buy that side of things. But again, I could be completely wrong. Please don't tell me about that if I am. But every time they bring God up, I'm just like, do we get to see him? Do we get to experience that again, please? Thank you. Amara, you there, girl? Because the way they're just going, I don't know if we will. But they do like bringing people back and the least expected. Like, they even brought up Jessica in this one, which caught me off guard because I completely forgot about her. My bad. But then they changed it, obviously, because she wasn't on duty. But those little things, like, I love, like the Lily one that from last episode, love that. Like, even Billy, like, they brought Billy. Billy was a Reaper. They've expanded, they've promoted her. It's just like, I love that about the show. So yeah, I would like to see Chuck and Amara again, please and thank you. I'm wondering if when Chuck does come back, he can be like, ding to Jack, like, there's your grace, there's your power, job's a good one. You keep your soul, lad. That's just in a perfect world though, innit? It ain't gonna happen, probs. We'll see, we'll see. I do want to touch upon Dean's like loop in his head. It made me sad, the fact that they struggled through all the trauma to find out where he was, but the second he focused on good memories, it was like, ding, found you, because there probably isn't that many, and it just makes me sad. But I love the fact that Pamela was back again, and again, Pamela returning, love it. And the whole like it flashing every time a memory of his like returned, I just thought it was great writing. I really did. I enjoyed that a lot. Let me know your views on it. But from first off watching it and not being like tainted by any outside information, I just thought it was brilliant. I really, really enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong, I was confused a lot at the time, but I was like working my way through it. What threw me was I thought I recognised the bar. I was like, have we seen that bar before? Is this Ellen and Joe's bar? But then when Pamela rocked up then, I was like, hey, what is this? Is this heaven? What, like, I'm so confused. And then as soon as Sam said when he was like taking over or whatever, he was in that sort of loop as well, I was like, well, that makes sense. That makes more sense. It was a big episode, that. Very, and we've had a lot in such a small chunk, like the last 3, is it? It's just been insane. Bangers, absolute bangers. So yeah, halfway through the season now. See where they take it. I'm excited and I hope you guys are enjoying my reactions. If you are, please give it a cheeky thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to. But as always, there's no pressure here. I stream live on Twitch every Friday and Saturday, and I would love to see you there. I speak one-on-one with the chat. It's very active. And I game on a Friday and I do whatever on a Saturday. Just get to know you, read fan fiction, watch some fan videos, just talk about TV in general. Like, it's all a work in progress, you know? I'm just vibing. I'm vibing on a Saturday and just getting to know you guys is amazing. So I would love to see you there. I also have a Patreon where I've extended and exclusive videos over there, which really supports the content here on YouTube. Obviously, I have troubles on YouTube as well, so it would mean the world if you could check out my Patreon. I'm much further ahead over there if that takes your interest. And yeah, I hope to see you all again soon for the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.